Hello, humans. Well, it finally happened. I got body shamed. Somebody wrote in, and I'm not going to tell you their name. I'm not going to repeat what they said. I'm not going to spread their ignorance. I'm not going to spread this stupidity. Basically, they said I'm too fat. I'm too fat to be on YouTube. Have you watched YouTube? Just saying. Anyway, I just want to say to anybody who wants to write in and body shame me, do you really think that there is a harsher critic of my appearance, of any trans feminine person's appearance than the trans feminine person themselves? Trans women, trans feminine non-binaries, anybody who, is looking to have a more feminine appearance, do you really think that there is anyone harsher than ourselves? Yeah. No, you can't say anything to me that I haven't said to myself. But this whole thing about being too fat, I'm about to have a birthday, a very high-numbered birthday. I'm old. People get, our metabolism's slow as we get older. So if you keep eating the same, which I have, you gain weight. Also, I have a genetic disorder that makes moving difficult. Hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, if you haven't seen the channel before, HEDS. I had to give up running because eventually, every time I tried to train for a 5K or something, I would dislocate my sacrum. That's the bone in your hips. It's actually the base of the spine that falls in between the ilia, your hips, and then the big triangular base that your spine connects to. I would pop it right out of place. It would twist out of place. Because I can't run anymore. I can bike, but I can't stay in a saddle too long without hurting my hips. I can't lift too much weight because I can strain the tendons and ligaments in my arm. So I can't be as physically active. I am still physically active. I still do yoga. I still do lift lighter weights. Can't really tell, but I do. Because I'm not going for bulk, I'm going for endurance. So, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, the amount of body shaming trans people get. I had I had a guy come up, I work on a university campus, and I was getting ready to cross the street, and this guy crosses from the other direction and just stops and looks at me and starts going, oh, ew, oh. I'm like, first off, I might be a trans girl, but I'm a gay trans girl, so your opinion means absolutely nothing to me, little boy. And second, you're a little boy. Why would I care what you think? Why would I care what any of you think? I was at a bar once, and a woman came up to me, just because you stuff a bra doesn't mean you're a woman. And I turned to her, and I said, what bra? Look on her face was amazing. So, yeah, it's... You can't say anything to a trans chick that a trans chick hasn't already said to herself. We know what we look like. We're trying to look better. Often that gets to be harrowing, but, it's not something that you could really say to me. There's nothing you can say to me about my appearance anymore that's going to say, that's going to insult me or make me feel bad about myself. So just cut it out. And do that for everybody. Don't go around trying to hurt other people. It only makes you look like an idiot. It doesn't affect me at all. I really don't care what you think of me. Not in the slightest. And that's an attitude that you'll find from a lot of trans folks, both trans men, trans women, and non-binary people like myself. We don't care what you think. We are shaping our presentation, the way we present ourselves to the world, for ourselves. We're trying to look our best self. And the fact that you don't like trans people doesn't really factor into anything that I'm going to do. So give it up. For all trans people, just give it up. You don't make us feel bad about ourselves. You make us think you're an idiot because you're an idiot. So there's my little random thought out into the universe about trans shaming. Check out my other shows. Peace, long life.